From pulling a one-furrow plough with an ox to cultivating 60 feet of soil with one pass in an air-conditioned tractor, farming has evolved quite a lot. Today we take a look at a relatively new cultivation form known as no-till and what the pros and cons are of no-tilling. One thing we can get more of is fertile soil. The practice of keeping soil healthy has changed a lot. Ploughing was once considered the best way to prepare a seedbed. However, now we know that it forms a hard layer beneath the soil that makes it hard for the plants to penetrate their roots deep into the soil. Removing all the debris from the fields is also being frowned upon for the reason that it can't keep as much moisture in the soil, and the ground temperature is also much higher when there is no stubble on the ground. Taking all the knowledge of the previous farming generations, farmers have come up with a new cultivation method that optimizes plant growth and minimizes input costs in a way, something that is becoming increasingly harder in today's world. No-till is the practice of keeping the residue of the previous season on the fields and sometimes planting a cover crop in the winter. And when planting season comes, there is no pre-cultivation before the planter. The cover crops help to prevent soil erosion as well as maintaining a good soil structure, and also helps to keep moisture in the soil. What are the benefits of no-tilling? To start with, reduced fuel costs as well as reduced labor costs, because there is no tractor that has to go with a disc harrow and another cultivator before planting. It's only a herbicide application needed before planting. A study done by the USDA has shown that no-tilling can decrease fuel consumption by as much as 50%. Ground compaction is also greatly reduced. The crop residue that remains also help to keep moisture and prevent soil erosion. What are the cons of no-tilling? It all seems good on paper. However, all things can't be good things. One downside of no-tilling is the initial investment required to switch from conventional farming to no-till farming. While you do not need as much equipment, the cost of obtaining a no-till planter as well as the precision equipment needed for application is quite the investment, something not everyone can afford to risk. The soil itself needs time to optimize, and as a result the yields may not be what they were for as much as 5 years. While the crop residue that stays on the soil is generally considered a good thing, it can also be a downside if it is not managed properly. It can lead to poor water holding capabilities, and it can also prevent sunlight from heating the soil, making the soil not favorable for planting. Another factor is soil types. Not all soil types are favorable for no-tilling. Shallow soil, clay soil, and rocky soil are not favorable for no-tilling. Considering all of these factors and many more, it is all up to the farmer to decide whether no-till is going to work. If the farmer has the enthusiasm as well as the proper knowledge to start the transition from conventional farming to no-till farming, there is no reason not to. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. If you ever wondered about the history of the world's biggest tractor brands, be sure to watch any of these videos.